What you got for me? Ooh, flying class. Nice. Go to flying class.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up, you stupid ratty schoolroom.
Up.
Awesome. First try.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
Everybody else is standing on there. Is what you waiting on.
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms
This'll
are
take some
school
getting
property.
used to.
I want them returned in one piece.
Wish I had my own broom.
You will.
Excellent.
You will. Look at that. First try. So good.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom,
Am I?
let's see how well you manage with a more advanced
Oh
exercise,
no.
shall
This
we?
is going to go all bad. Well, folks, I might not let y'all see me do bad on this one.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
It is awesome.
Hello. Nice
Ah.
day for a flight.
Sure is.
This is rather fun.
Gotta get used to it. I'm not good at flying games.
The old boathouse.
Look at
Wish
that.
you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
It would have been cool. But you know what? Somebody's going to die there that's very important to our history much later down the road. Spoilers! Heck yeah.
Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance.
He
once
sure
in a
does.
while.
This is cool.
Made it.
The broom is a game changer.
I don't see that.
Not very fast.
Well done. Have a moment.
Look at that. Awesome. First try. Powerful. Y'all just don't know. Wait till I really learn what I'm doing. It's going to be over for y'all.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty
You're about to
school
challenge me,
well
aren't
enough.
you?
I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit
Ugh.
more challenging.
No, I'm really
But I'm
not.
getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me.
Follow you. Detour in class.
Tour is about
Love it.
to begin. Follow
Let's-
closely now.
Let's do it.
Right now we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Oh, you keep going up and down. Make your mind up.
Nice to get above it all, isn't it?
It is. This is cool. Which way you going?
Enter the gardens. The Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
Well, we like our beer barrels.
Flying so quickly.
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Oh, there we go.
Now that's more like it.
Yeah.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts.
Oh, look,
This is
Quidditch
quite
that we
the
can't
tour,
play.
Everett.
It's awesome.
That's Kagawa.
This is really cool.
This concludes our tour.
Does it?
Let's hurry back. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
I did awesome.
And where have you two been?
We've been flying, lady.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you,
Uh-oh.
you do well to use better judgment in the future.
Will I?
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Well, I don't need a pep talk now, lady. You done threatened me. It's over for you.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points.
Heck
for
yeah,
that.
it was. Everybody else might be mad,
seem
but
at
I done
home
made
on
one of
a
my other
broom.
people mad. It's okay.
Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Okay, then. Just like that, we can fly. Need to spend money. Get a broom. Leveled up. I'm awesome.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Magic TARDIS room. Bigger on the inside.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might
Revelio.
stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Learning a new spell. Powerful. Oh, we got a different pattern this time. Here we go. Yeah. 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 Look at that. Powerful. I'm telling you I'm powerful.
Splendid. Now, let's go on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
I got plenty of that already, ma'am.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Explore.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
No, I can't.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has
should
been
be.
a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Finally, goodness gracious, nothing was happening.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
Powerful. Told you that.
I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Alright. Let's identify some stuff. I require all those pages. Why can't you give me them?
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Awesome. More power. Got to do like a little loop. Turn the arm, spinning the wand, and powerful.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Well, I hope I can move it, because, I didn't think about this too well, did I? Everything's gonna be pink.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you
Will
may
he?
have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
Does it?
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let
He's
Deke
still a
tell
slave.
you more when he's
Somebody needs to
ready.
give that thing
But
some
again,
clothes
you
and let him
would
go.
be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Oh, Deke thinks you'll enjoy it.
Will I?
Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Does it?
Over here.
Okay.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
Ooh, another secret room.
This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one.
Nobody.
Especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse.
Okay.
Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
That's right.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Heck yeah.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement.
Gotcha.
The incantation is Confringo.
Fringo.
Very well.
Making a Z. Show you how powerful I am. You should remember this by now. I done whooped you. Look at that. Uh-oh. There it is. Powerful. Tell you how powerful I am.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Yeah.
Stick to the top. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast...
Confringo!
Nice work.
Whoa.
How's it feel?
I like that.
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it!
I think I got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages.
Nice.
Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
There you go. We'll do that. Heck yeah.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the port key, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right.
He already proved it in the library, man.
I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely
powerful.
certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me.
Been killing things with it.
I've been
I don't know how you
studying
don't know this.
archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Gotcha.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Alrighty.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he?
No.
You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You don't need to threaten me, son.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Testing my
Ominous, I
patience.
just
board.
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Oh, you better be lucky.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've
that's
only
a you
just
problem,
returned.
sir.
Thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few
Yeah.
rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations.
Do they?
You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue.
Well, tell me how.
I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will
Okay.
improve the performance of any broom you fly.
Alrighty.
What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades.
Oh, so I've
As
got
it
to
happens,
test it.
another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go
do.
to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out.
Hey you, Hufflepuff.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with
Everybody's a
his broom
Slytherin
upgrade,
that's worth
no
the crap
doubt.
in this game.
I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me, Slytherin Quidditch captain, jealous of you. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this.
Wow.
Only one way to find out who's the better flyer.
Oh, I'm gonna get
I
beat.
hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it.
I doubt it.
Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Yep.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I probably
I'm
can't.
so looking
but
forward to seeing you lose.
I'm gonna.
Made it.
Uh-oh, am I supposed to be hitting those bubbles? Oh. Uh-oh, there she goes. She's going past me. There we go, yep. Oh, hit the bubbles! Oh,
Success.
is it though?
Brilliant.
Oh, man. It's just the 8th one. Oh, she's gonna get me. No. Shoot.
Did it. Brilliant.
Uh-oh.
Could have done better.
Oh my god, I missed. How did I miss that? Oh man. Added 6 seconds to my time. This ain't good.
This is rather fun.
Oh, missing all the bubbles. Oh, I beat her. That's right. I'm a flamingo. I'm a bird. I can beat you. Even with 2 penalties, I beat you. Sorry, chump.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine.
Get over it. You
won.
lost.
Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Oh, you
Surely
mad?
my win means
I'm gonna retire.
something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Well, I don't. Oh, that's
I don't
awesome.
want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher
You can
challenge.
use some fried green tomatoes.
You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent, and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased.
Will you?
Expect to hear from me soon.
Oh, we're learning class again. Blowing stuff up. Cooking brew.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso.
I am ready.
Let's see what you can do.
I can do lots of things. Let me have it.
Concentrate. Do not let your mind
easy
wander.
one. It's gonna be an easy one. Powerful.
You've got it now. If you want to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates.
Alright. This one.
I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Also, well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master the spellcraft.
Alright. Where's Professor Newton? Mr. Fig Newton. Start his quest.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience.
I've already
But
said that,
you
old
see,
man.
Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
Come on, old man, let's do it.
Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
That's right. Let's go do this, old man. We're here.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Come on, old man, keep up.
was beneath us all this time.
The beauty is the simplicity, sir.
This looks promising.
Goodness.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability.
Powerful.
The potential
I can't keep
and
saying that
power
enough.
which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Of course I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.